I got my new page, whatever, and didn't follow. I don't know if I followed her. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But regardless, it's just the same consistent rude behavior and the passive aggressive, like telling you, "Oh, now watch your tone with me, watch your tone with me," and then speaking. And she'll always try to say, "Oh, well, this is just my tone of voice. I'm sorry if you take offense." No, the way that you speak, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. How you say what you say is disrespectful as fuck.
Right. But like you're
And
literally like taking your perspective on a lot like that's why she got quiet, by the way, is when she wanted to play this whole timeline thing and said, "Well, you're the one that's bringing it up." No, 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 ma'am. We I didn't the whole her the first time I was in her panel about whatever the whole Pastor Petty thing was. Okay, I can't even think straight right now. Okay, so first it was Pastor Petty. Then the same night it was Samantha, because I saw Samantha trying to get into his box with me in there, and I said absolutely not because I felt attacked at that time. I didn't need a 2-on-1 attack. Okay, so then I went into her live respectfully because she wanted to ask questions. I sat there, I didn't yell, I didn't raise my voice. I was respectful because it was her territory, and I answered these unnecessary questions that she provided to me. Fine. We squashed it, right?
yeah,
Then this whole shark thing, I didn't even know really who Shark was, except for that Pastor Petty scared it into me that Shark was this terrible person and like he'll come for you and this and that and the other. Well, I decided on my own free will to join the live, and everyone was talking about Samantha and this group of people she hangs out with. I didn't even know what was going on at the time because I think I was cooking, and so I'm coming in and out of the live. What I found funny was this lady plastering food in the middle of the panel boxes, and it had nothing to do with the conversation. So I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, this woman is off her rocks. It's funny. I love food. I commented on the food she was posting. After that, that is when she sent me the private conversation and said I hurt her feelings and that I was body shaming her. And I responded to her with the exact same story I'm responding to you guys, is that I didn't know that that was their intention. And I'm like, I didn't know. I was literally commenting on the food.
yeah. I can say the same exact thing for that live. I don't remember how I got scrolled into that live. I didn't even know who Shark was before that. Didn't
I
even know United Against
either.
Scammers. And I caught like the tail end of it, and I had no idea. I've never seen Samantha, don't know what she looks like at all, so I didn't know any of that at all either. But
Hold on one second.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole situation made me, I guess, upset. We've been trying to get her to be honest about her addiction for
Lisa.
a long time, and now I don't think she's gonna feel comfortable even.
So
Opening
it's
up to
jealousy
anybody anymore.
because Samantha or because Lisa came to me and was honest with me. So y'all are frustrated because she won't be honest with y'all because you basically drag her through the mud. Of course she's not going to open up to you. Of course she's not. I built a rapport with Lisa outside of TikTok because I actually am trying to save her life. No,
Yeah.
that was sorry
She,
guys. That was the
at
panel
what
live she
point
held
do we
last night.
stop fucking screen recording? At what point do we stop fucking reposting? And at what point do we stop just commenting and actually do something instead of sitting on the sidelines while this woman is near the end of she's near her demise? Someone has to speak up and be a human being and not just a fucking TikTok anti-scam poster.
Well,
Seriously.
I'm very intrigued to see this repost of this panel live that she said I didn't hear the whole thing and that she only covered me for 5 minutes, because I'll time that shit. I'm gonna time it, and then I'm gonna make sure that all the comments that we have on the screen recording that we have about me is in there and it's not edited.
Yeah. And you're in the comment, just Melissa. They don't want to help them. They want the clout for them. The clout from them. That's exactly what I said. You just want the views and the likes and the viewers, whatever it is that you want. But what are you doing it for if you're not doing it to make some kind of significant change and hopefully a positive change and like put the anti-scam down and be a human being? It's weird. That's the only word that I've said this a million times. It's weird. Weird as shit. And I got called out and got called. One of them over there told me that I was commented on my post because decided to do something for Christmas for children for Christmas gifts, said that I was essentially a beggar or a scammer, just like them, because that's what I was doing.
That's
And I'm
terrible.
like, are you serious?
Like literally, like I told you, truth, that prior to this whole e-begging thing becoming a big issue on this platform, TikTok helped me when I didn't even start it as an asking for help. I literally did a little story about my baby child coming to me and admitting to me that she was splitting her lunch that I made for her every day, like snacks and lunches, with a child at school who couldn't afford it. So I made a video about her big heart, and then we decided we were going to double up on the food, even though I couldn't afford it, double up on the food to make sure he was fed. People reached out to me and said, well, what can we do to feed what was his name? I forgot. Little Jared. I think his name was Jared. And
Okay.
I was like, well, if people want to help because I can't afford to do it, maybe we can make a difference for him. And that went viral. And what happened was is I kept receipts. I showed people the process from beginning to end, all of the Amazon food and packages coming to my house. We got not even, I'm not even lying, we got upwards of $1,200 worth of food delivered to my tiny apartment. And
That's like,
we fed not only little Jared and his family, because it was close to summer break, we fed 4 families with people on TikTok coming together and trusting in me to take their orders that they took and put it towards the good cause. That's
that's
why
cool.
I can't judge everyone on here who's asking for help for something.
You can't be pessimistic and you cannot relate everything to anti-scam. You can't.
Yeah.
And I'm not a what if person. I'm not a, well, what if this happens? Well, what if this happens? Well, like I was asked, and I dropped the whole live that I went in, and the crazy questions that they asked me and the what ifs. I dropped it. Honestly, I don't care what anyone thinks of me. I know me. I know my friends that I speak to and converse with on a daily basis here. We have a sisterhood. We have a strong bond. We call each other sis. We talk on the phone. We text. My inbox stays full. I pray for people on lives. I pray for people in my inbox. I pray for people through text. Like I know me. I know my friends. We love each other. I tell them I love them, just like you do in your lives. You will never catch us. You will never ever catch me going live to call out one of my followers. Never, never.
Right.
Yeah, she was making me really mad. And what did she mean that it was one of your followers that posted it?
Right. How do you know? Isn't like I'm pretty sure Reddit is like unless they said I used to follow Queen, it's anonymous. So how do you know it was
Exactly.
one of my viewers? Unless it said that. Oh, I used to watch her. I don't like her no more. Okay, I know I'm not going to please everybody on this app. I don't know where she's getting that I have that persona that, I'm some my shit don't stink and I'm almighty. Because my name is Queen. My name has always been Queen of all trades. It doesn't mean that I think I'm the queen. It doesn't mean that I think I'm better than anybody because I'm not. I'm
Baby,
not.
that was just a hit. That was just a passive aggressive hit. It was a dig. That's all it was. If everyone on the other side of the screen could hear that and see it for what it was worth. It was
Yeah,
just
she was
digs.
trying to get under your skin.
There's
Right.
nothing. There's nothing for her to fall back on that she can really say. Oh well, you fucked up. You did this. Like what? Then tell me. Oh well, what about this? And then completely veering it off whenever when you're answering her questions and responding, and then ask her a question, she talk over you and then change the subject.
Right. Portia, what did you say? You said no one mentioned you by San. I watched it. What's San? Sorry. I'm wearing contacts too, so my eyes are blurred.
Oh, by the
Yeah.
way, I screen recorded it for you if you want me to post it and tag you in it.
Yeah. Oh, but Sam. Everyone, no one else mentioned it but Sam. Okay. Yeah, please don't fat shame Samantha on here because just because I'm upset with her doesn't mean she deserves that. Please and thank you. Um, because that's wild. And
Who?
yeah,
Yeah,
Is
none of us
that's
she
my
are
voice. I'm
even?
screaming.
human.
I've never
We
even heard.
misspeak. We
Ugh.
go ahead, baby.
Is that Lisa's sister or is she just an anti-scam person?
Who?
The Samantha
She's
person.
just an anti-scam page.
Okay. Because I've never seen her.
No, she's just an anti-scam page, and she seems to be, like I said, she seems to be the center of, like, she seems to be the common denominator in a lot of these arguments between other anti-scam pages. That's what
The
I'm
hall pass monitor.
like. Why are we fighting with each other? Like, let each other do the way we want to do it and leave each other alone. If we slip up, okay, which I know I did with the Lisa thing. I know All for One had to slip up with Chef Carl. Like, okay, hold us accountable and say, hey, look, if you effed up. Okay, that's fine, but don't continue to drag it on. Don't continue to start gossiping and kikiing about how you really feel about. Like, hold them accountable. If they come up into the box and say, "Yep, I messed up. I shouldn't have done what I did. I went a little too far. My thinking was clouded." Then that's it, and move on and keep supporting each other or not support each other. But like holding panels and stuff for however long, however many days over it is crazy to me.
Exactly. And like, what does she care even if people are talking about her body? Like, you know what type of body you have. I don't care. I'm fat. And I tell people all the time, like, yeah, I'm fat. I need to lose weight. Like, that doesn't bother me. I know I am.
Again, it's her insecurities, and she's trying to project them onto me for whatever reason. I have no. Again, she got quiet for a second when I said, how would I have known that you were a big girl until you brought it up to me in a private conversation? I didn't know that. You've never shown your face on here, so
Exactly.
I don't understand that. I get it if you're insecure or you thought maybe I knew about your situation at the time, but when you reached out to me privately and then I explained to you that I had no clue, you need to be able to trust me and take it at face value. But instead, she took it and blew it off and was like, whatever, she's probably just lying. She's just trying to cover it up. She's probably hiding something. She knows. Like, that's not my fault at that point. If you want to believe that, then believe it. But like, don't drag me out there like it's fact. That's just your perspective.
Yeah. And then keep talking about it on live, especially when you're not there to defend yourself.
Right. I did
What's so
not block her.
frustrating?
She was not blocked the other day when she did that panel. So she could have invited me. I blocked her after the fact when I realized she was holding the panel, and never did I get an invite from her. Never.
Hmm. She should have at least had the decency to invite you to it.
Right. I get it. I understand why people were pissed off at me. I understand. I'm not saying your guys' opinions, if you disagree with how I handled the situation and the conversation I had with her, is wrong. I
You were
know.
just trying to help her, though.
I get it, but I'm letting y'all know that that's fine if you guys were upset with me or anybody in here was upset. It's okay. Even someone came to me on my post today and said, I was a little bit on the fence about, what you did, but I know it was out of the goodness of your heart at the end of the day. I knew it wasn't supposed to be malicious, but I didn't attack that person. I didn't be like, oh, what do you mean you were on the fence? Okay, I understand. That's totally, you're valid in feeling that way.
Yeah, but you were just trying to help her. Like, you're not trying to get her addicted to something. You're trying to help her get off of what she was on. And that's usually what doctors will prescribe people to help them get off of this stuff.
Right, but like I know that everyone's like, "Oh, she was just streaming it for clout." No, literally in my heart, because again, I was thinking with my heart and making sure that you guys can still trust me, was that I was just showing the very brief clip out of 40 minutes, less than a minute, of just confirmation that yes, we are enabling her because she has admitted that she is, buying that extracurricular stuff off, in the streets, and it was just to show receipts that Queen is not lying. I'm not trying to drag Lisa down or lie on her or whatever the case may be. It was just to show proof that I'm not lying to you guys, that this is the truth that is coming from her, so we all now have a 1,000,000% confirmation that yes, these donations are hurting her. We need to stop. That was my intention. I did it incorrectly. But
It's okay.
I did not. I told Lisa as well that I wanted her to know that I would never have posted the 40 minutes just because I'm not here for clout. I even told Lisa this, that I was merely just trying to confirm with people that they needed to stop enabling her in that part of her life. I told her that included into my apology last night, and this morning she received it and she said everything that I said, because not only did I say what I said and I said that I'm at fault and I effed up, but I did wish her well. I said I think you deserve happiness, sobriety, your children, and I'm sad that you don't see that you deserve it, but I do wish you the best. And she said that I brought tears to her eyes this morning and that she and I were okay and that she loved me still, and that's it. And I left it at that. But that's called being the bigger person. Even if I still think I'm right in making sure that everyone knows the truth, I was wrong for how I did it. And
I think if somebody was asking me for advice and telling me they wanted to get off of it, I probably would have done the same thing. Because I used to do stuff, and the only way that I stopped was because honestly, I got tired of wasting my money on it. So I was like, I'm not doing it anymore, and I don't do any of that stuff anymore. And it's amazing how much money you can actually save when you're not doing stuff.
are you Virgo? Do I have any mods in here right now? Can someone drop a bush baby emoji or something?
I'm in here. You
Um,
need me to
I
block
want to.
someone?
I would. Can I say something?
Hold on.
Okay.
Christiana, Virgo, what is your whole name? So Christiana can unblock your main account. I'll definitely let you talk because I think that it's only fair if you want to come up and talk. I'm not going to yell. I know I was heated with Samantha, but I don't like how condescending she tries to portray herself when I've literally sat and listened. Virgo Queen. Okay, Christiana, can you please search for Virgo Queen on the block list, and let me know when she's unblocked so she can come up. I don't even care. Like, what gets to me is like, I don't care if they were upset with me. Everyone has a right to feel whatever they want to feel. But when I feel like I'm the subject matter and that misinformation is being dragged on about me, and I literally have proof that I was always been respectful to this person, that's what riles me up. Is like, look, I literally have the proof that I was never hateful towards Samantha, and it's that, and why is she? And that's exactly what she's trying to claim, is that I brought it back up. I am not the one that did. She did the other night. And she's telling me, well, oh, I thought we squashed it in a private message. Yeah, I thought so too. You're the one that brought it up. And that's why I gave her the timeline and confirmed with her that it should have just been left there in the private conversation, in the private conversation. If it was squashed and someone brought it up the other day in your comments, wouldn't you have the decency to just say, oh, I'm not talking about that. Me and Queen already dealt with that. I don't want to talk about it. But no, I felt like you wanted to use that as fuel to continue to have the rest of the community be pissed off at me or whatever the case may be. You could have been respectful enough to say, we're not discussing that. I've already discussed it with Queen. That's neither here nor there. Let's talk about the Lisa, fuck up that she did. But we're not going to talk about the past because we squashed it.
That's what she should have done.
Right. But again, she's going to be like, well, it's my live. I should be able to talk about whatever I want. Okay, but then don't say that I am rehashing something when you were the one that did it. And you're telling me, why are you rehashing it if we squashed it in a private message? I didn't rehash it. You did.
Yeah, she kept trying to say that you were the one when you weren't.
Right.
And here's one of the things that I always say too is that
Hold on
everyone.
one second.
Okay.
Virgo Queen, you can go on to your main account and I'll let you up and I'll let you talk, of course. Okay, go ahead.
I was just going to say that each of us is an individual and we are the way that we are because of our own experiences. We speak the way that we speak. And it's difficult when I guess you're trying to get someone to understand you or relate to you, but you can't expect someone to view things the exact way that you view them, and if they don't, then they're wrong. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm kind of tired.
No, it's fine. No, I understand. It's just like I've never spoken ill towards anybody in that group, even though I've heard some crazy. Okay, hold on one second.
Have a double chin and a big heart. I love that.
Yeah, I just saw that too.
That was funny.
Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
We were laughing at the comment. I said they put I have a double chin and a big heart. That was funny.
But like I said, like I've never ever ever even on all the stories I have that people have come to me about that group, I have never talked rude about them. I've actually come into their panels sometimes and I've said hello respectfully, but for some reason they can't be respectful enough not to bash me. I mean, y'all want to do what y'all want to do, or y'all want to behave how y'all want to behave, then so be it. But if I'm being respectful to your guys' platform and not bringing you guys up as a hot topic of conversation, then can't you do the same?
Yeah, yeah, and you would think that since you guys are all here for the same purpose, that you guys would all like go together kind of and make it happen, instead of fighting with each other.
Right. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna let Virgo queen up if you guys can mute so she can speak.
Okay.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I just wanted to say that, like, it definitely, the whole live definitely wasn't about you. Like, it may have been 5 minutes, it may have been 10 minutes, but like, it wasn't a whole live about you. It was a segment, it was brought up, like, and people express their opinions, and that's going to happen when there's a hot topic, especially like somebody does something like what happened. Like, people are going to express their opinions, whether it was on Samantha's live or anybody else's. Like, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
um
I don't
I
disagree
think
with that.
I think it was big of you to take accountability and reach out to Lisa in the way that you did, and like, I hope that, like, ultimately.
Oh no. Come back. Can you guys still see me and hear me? Can you guys see me?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make
Yeah.
sure.
I was just looking. Sorry.
Oh, okay, hold on. Here she comes. I was like, did I lose connection?
Okay, I'll mute again.
I
Okay.
don't know what happened. Ultimately, we all want the same goal. Like, we want what's best for her and the little boy in the house.
Yeah.
But like, we all knew without her that proof that was going on, right? So
I mean, yes, it's perspective, but I guess when I you have to understand, I was laying in bed when I get this phone call early in the morning, right? It was on Instagram, and I ignored her the first time. I was like, no, I don't want to get into it because usually she's trying to make me feel bad to help her, right? And so she called again, and in my heart, I was like, maybe I should answer this because maybe there's an emergency or something, because she typically doesn't call me back to back. She'll just call once and then wait for days and then call me again. Is something going on with Virgo? Damn it, I want to hear what she has to say.
I don't know, but every time she comes in and there's I see on my side, it's like a flash, like somebody taking a picture, and then she disappears.
Oops, I did not mean to invite Penny Fairy. How did that happen? Oops. Oh, I can't uninvite it. He's gonna be like, what does she want? Virgo, Penny Fair, I'm sorry. You're in here. Oh my gosh. I was trying to get I have nails on, so I did not mean to do that. My bad. Oh.
okay.
Oh my gosh,
Switch
Virgo.
phones. I'm hoping this solved the problem.
Okay.
What I meant by that is that Lisa has actually admitted it on live before with some anti-scam creators, that this is what she does. She has broken down and actually admitted that she does use the money to buy this stuff on the street before. There are recordings out there.
I have not come across an actual admittance of
Right.
it.
There's
So
some of that on YouTube, and like it's hard to find. It's out there if you look for it, but
yeah.
it is out there.
Okay.
So
And so see, if I would
um
have known that, I probably would have not have even
right.
like done that. And so I again, like it makes me feel like shit because I didn't know that. I
Right.
didn't know that.
Well, and like I'm going to say this, which is whatever, is the issue with like the groups, right? That like there's this group and there's this group, and this group has information about these.
Oh my gosh, we keep losing her. I don't think it's me because y'all can still see me. So I don't know. Girl, you might have to turn off your Wi-Fi and turn it back on. I don't know. But I'll wait for you. I want you to be able to speak. She's going to be like, damn, I'm going to throw my phone. Throw it.
I really don't know why this keeps happening. I even switched phones.
Like, I'm watching you too. I don't know if you guys can see it, but do you guys see like the little red and blue bubble pending on her profile pic? Like as if it's trying to load her in?
That's
I don't
so
see it.
weird.
It's a glitch. Okay, do you want me to restart this live on this page real quick and see if that fixes it?
I don't see it.
I don't want you to have to do that.
Well, I want
I
you to be
just
able
want to
see
try
me.
to get out what I want to say.
Yeah.
Basically, like what I was trying to say is that's the issue with like the separation, but not everybody can work together, right? Like sometimes you just don't get along with others. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
I think that like a lot of people take Samantha wrong. That just is what it is also.
Mm-hmm. Damn it. Bambi. She said, "Oh no." I want to hear what she wants to say. Like, that's. Let me restart my phone. Okay, we'll wait for a few more minutes. Yeah. TikTok's being weird. She needs to update the app. Yeah, it might be the app. But I don't think there was a recent update. Penny Fairy. I didn't even know Penny Fairy was sitting in here. I know.
Are you okay though? How are you doing? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm not angry anymore. I just was like sitting at the gas station. We just got home. We were just on our way home from a date night, and I was just checking the notifications while Sinful ran inside, and then the message I had was just like, I'm so tired of hearing Samantha keep saying that you body shamed her, and I was like, that's it. I'm so tired of it. I've been nice to her. I was nice to her in the DMs, and I don't understand why she thinks that. So I was just frustrated, and so I'm screaming a block down in the car on the way home.
She went from 0 to 100 real fast. She came home.
I'm like, why does she still have this perspective of me? I've never done that, and I get it. I understand when she was in that live and she knew what was going on with the photos, that she could see me be like laughing at the food in like a what do you call it, oh frick, I forgot the word, you know like a coded way of laughing at her. I could see that. However, when she confronted me about it in the DMs, I was as honest as I could be with her, and I was like, girl, I really didn't know. I was just talking about the food, my bad. And like, it's not my fault if she doesn't want to believe me. And if you don't want to believe me, then so be it. But like, you don't like bringing it back up. If we squashed it, is your fault. And it's frustrating to me because I thought we did squash it, and I thought we ended on a actually pretty calm, polite, respectful manner in the DMs, especially when she told me about her, her journey and stuff like that. I was like, great, I can relate, and I'm here to help if you want. And she said, nah, I have my own group of supporters for that. And I said, okay, left it at that. But like, weeks and weeks later, it's now being brought up because of the whole Lisa thing that, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
That's exactly what I'll say this.
Right.
That's what happened to
I
me.
understand that someone brought it up, but if you and I have already confirmed that we squashed it in the DMs, how come you didn't tell that person in the comments? We're not discussing that. We're talking about what she did about the whole Lisa thing. Me and Haley or Queen have already squashed it. So why feed into that if we squashed it? You know what I mean? Yeah,
Exactly.
you can. Yes, Samuel, you can come up too. I'm waiting on Virgo still. You just said it was squashed, Samantha. Did she not just say in the prior live, well, you're the one that brought it up. I thought we squashed that in the DMs. You brought it up by responding to that person in the comment section. If it was squashed, then why did you allow it to be brought up again? You said it was squashed in the prior live just a few minutes ago. Did she not?
Yep.
Yeah, I just don't understand why any of this has to continue on. Like, why can't we just figure shit out? But there seems to be a consistent behavior, and it's kind of a common denominator. I mean,
You're
I'll be
saying that the
honest.
previous things were squashed, but you're saying that the fat shaming discussion we had in private was never squashed, even though we ended it in a polite way, and you either took it as, okay, she's telling me the truth, and I need to, I'm gonna take it at face value and trust her, or I don't want to believe her, so fuck her, she's lying, and
She
she did body
she
shaming.
said, did you see her comment? One issue was squashed, one was not.
What issue was not squashed? The body shaming thing? Because I thought that whole like paragraph long conversation that we had back and forth was squashed after you said what you said and I said what I said.
Daniel,
Hey, you guys.
How are you, girl?
Hey.
Um, I'm not trying to get in y'all's beef or whatever's going on between y'all, but some of them comments in the comments section was totally uncalled for. Just totally. Everybody should be against what was being said in the comments
What's being
because
said?
there was a whole lot of bullying going on.
Where in the
what?
shark live?
No, in the live that you just had a little while ago when Sam
Oh,
was in the box.
Oh yeah, that's right, and that's why
I
I said
mean, that was totally uncool. There was a lot of comments that shouldn't have been said or shouldn't even been allowed.
right. I can't see them.
I mean, I'm sorry, I was all up in the comments, and I
yeah.
mean, it just wasn't cool.
Like, why
I
are
mean, it
you saying,
wasn't.
like, Samantha, you can come back up and talk, sweetheart, but like, I literally stopped someone in this live when I caught the comment and said, we're not body shaming Samantha. That's not what we're here for, and I don't tolerate it. So either you didn't come in, you didn't come in and hear me say that, but I'm not going to tolerate that. I would never allow people to do that. I can't see all the comments because I was heated and I was trying to talk to you. I don't read all the comments. So Samuel, you're right. If anybody was,
Well, I'm just saying, like, not you or just anybody that hears my voice, like, that was not cool.
yeah,
I mean, there's not nearly as many people in here now as there was then, but
Yeah.
I mean, that shouldn't be anywhere on this app at all.
right.
That's all I had to say. I'm gonna jump out. You ladies do what y'all need to do.
Someone said, bye, Sam. Someone said for Virgo to turn her camera on and off and it'll keep her from being kicked out.
Okay, because it just kicked me off again, and I even updated. I don't even have a spot to turn my camera on. I don't know what is happening.
I don't know either.
Oh, it's
It
saying
says
that
like
a
when I
guest is
turn when
on.
it kicks me out, something pops up and it says like guest interview or something. It might be a setting or something. It's very weird.
Let's see how long Virgo lasts. Go ahead, you first. Go ahead and keep talking.
Okay. I now I lost my train of thought. All of that, Jesus.
No.
So when yesterday, I did want to clarify that like somebody did comment and say, like Samantha said, that they used to be.
Sophia is saying y'all have to turn your camera on when you join in the new it's a new update. Why?
I didn't have one in
Turn
the
it on and then
So,
off.
It doesn't give us the option to turn our camera on and off.
Oh, you guys can't turn your cameras on?
I don't see it. No, it just has a star, comment bubble, mic, join, rose, gift, arrow.
If you don't want it on, what did you say? Turn it off. Turn it on and off if you don't want it on. They don't even have a camera
We don't have a
option.
camera option.
My camera works.
Let me see. Let me see your face.
Oh, hold on.
I don't have the option.
Ah, give me a
Oh, it's
second.
on the wand. When they request to join, it's on the wand. Oh, okay. When you click on it, okay. I see what you're saying.
Oh, you don't have to show your face, but maybe show your ceiling real quick and then turn it off and see if
Oh,
that helps.
all right. Hold on. Let me see. Cam ups.
Yeah, it still doesn't show mine.
There we go.
Oh no, you have it. You have
Okay.
to, or it will kick you unless you don't have 1K, then you can't. I think Virgo has over 1K.
Mhm.
There we
Hi,
go.
girl.
Tracy.
Hey, how you doing? Hi.
Hi.
How come I don't have one?
Vir-
Oh,
Virgo
probably
has
because
a
my
thousand.
account is new too.
Oh, turn the camera on, but point it to the floor or the ceiling. Right. Well, Samantha's not having a problem, so it must be like an update with Virgo on her end. So, Samantha, uh, what is it that we still need to squash, I guess?
Nothing. Nothing. At this point, I'm completely done with it because again, as much as you may think that I don't want the drama. I have been focusing hardcore on my videos, and that's what I want to continue to focus on. Did I express an opinion? Absolutely. I don't think that it was done in a hateful way whatsoever. I pride myself, Queen, in not letting people talk like that in my lives. When they post comments like that in my videos, they get deleted. When I talk to people in lives all the time, we are uplifting. Hi, beautiful. How's it going, gorgeous? How are you doing? I answer DMs from people every single day. I've talked several people off of the ledge. So for you to sit there and act like I am this horrible, awful, ridiculous person because I am vocal, yes, I am vocal. And I have a tone in my voice. And again, Truth Tellers wants to talk about that, but I have
She
the
didn't.
DMs of her talking to me saying, no, no, I get it, girl. It's cool. It's cool. But now because you and I are fighting, she's in your
Well,
box trying
it's a consistent
to play
behavior,
both
Sam.
sides again. So,
It's a
um,
consistent behavior, Sam.
you Truth Tellers, I've already made amends with you once and you're doing this again. So at this point, I have
I'm doing
nothing
this
more to say to you.
again. What do you mean I'm
I
doing?
have
What have
nothing
I
to
done the
say to you.
first time?
Did you
Virgo.
sit there and you sent me these messages swearing at me. I don't, and this is the thing, why is it okay for everybody else to talk to people the way they do, but I don't call names and I don't do that, but it's not, but I'm the bad person, right?
That live, Sam, respectfully, in that live, you were cursing when you were speaking to me, though, and I didn't swear at you. I swore in my message to you, and I said the F word once. I didn't call you out of your
You
name at
apologized
all.
several times after because you felt so
I
terrible for how you
apologized.
had approached the situation.
Hold on a minute. I didn't feel so terrible. I apologize because I'm a grown
You did. I
adult.
have it message and I've already got it screenshotted and ready to post as well.
But why don't
I'll
but
post it. I don't care about you posting
wait,
my
but like why are
apology.
we coming after each other like posting
But Queen,
against each other? I
this is
don't
the thing.
understand.
This is the thing. Nobody was coming after you. Just because somebody expressed an opinion, I I hear you talk about people all the time in your lives. That's you expressing opinions about what you're witnessing on this app, and
But
that's
I don't talk
okay.
down about them and I don't spread any kind of false
But
Yeah.
misinformation. Like I might tell you the gossip and I'm very clear that it's gossip if it's about like a scammer, what I've heard or what mods have come to me and told me about the actual scammer that they're modding for. But I've never even when Sean was ripping me a whole new, a-hole in his live for almost an hour. I never called him any names. I never put him down. I never questioned his condition, none of that. I've always been respectful to anybody in their live or if they're in my live. And if you have ever watched me consistently in my lives, I've always said to my viewers that I do not approve of body shaming or telling people to unalive themselves or any of like that. And my mods know to boot those kind of comments, but I do allow disagreement comments to stay in the comments. If
we
someone comes in and says, I've
we
even had scammers who are following me
we've got
come into my live and say what you're doing is wrong, queen, what you're a bully, you're this and that, and I leave them there. I don't block them. I let them have an opinion and I'll speak on it, but I don't block them. So I'm similar to you in that aspect of trying to keep my lives as safe as possible. I can't control what happened a few minutes ago because again, I was more paying attention to you and talking on you. I don't read the comments
Right.
and then
But do you see what Virgo's saying there? Those people are still in here that told me to eat a Snickers. Jazzy Jazz is one
you
of
have to
the
understand, I only
worst.
have like one mod right now. Who? Christiana, are you in here? What other mods are in here? I don't have that many mods because I don't trust a lot of people. So bear with me 1 second, Samantha, and forgive me and let us work on it. I'm not reading the comments. I'm focused on y'all.
And
What's
I
the
want to say
name?
one thing real quick. The reason why I even sent
Christiana,
that message to you in
wait,
the
wait, wait.
first place, Sam, was because you were
Please
talking
Please,
shit about
block.
Queen, I'm not addressing the issue with truth tellers on your live. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it right now. Respectfully, I'm asking that we
it.
not deal with that right now, please.
This is live. Christiana,
You did.
please block or mute anybody making fun about food or weight or anything. Please mute them for the whole live or something.
You are so
Please.
disrespectful. You are so disrespectful, and you think that you are like a hall pass monitor, and you talk over
Because
people and you speak.
boundaries.
Can you
Why is
let me
that
speak? Can you
disrespectful?
let me finish? Thank you. You speak to people like they are incompetent. And then whenever someone tries to speak to you, you cut them off, and then whenever it happens, can you please let me talk? You're extremely rude. You're
Five
arrogant.
people
Your tone is disrespectful.
in
And then
me.
you try to split stuff
Me too.
around, and then you have this narcissistic attitude where you're like, oh, you want to be a victim now? You want to play victim? Oh, you think you're so big and bad because your name is Queen?
Again,
Like, seriously, why even speak to someone like that if you're going to have a
and
conversation? And then you
attack
want to talk about an apology that I sent to you because I sent you a message because you were having
Queen
a live because
this
I
with
was doing Christmas for children?
like always. Like
You're dis-
seriously.
you're disrespectful. And I'm
And
going
you
to
know,
pray for you.
I
You
just
are rude.
was what I just endured in by myself in a box with no support was completely disrespectful. So I'm sorry if I'm a little bit on edge.
Wait, what?
Okay?
I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on. I really don't know what you're talking about. So, do
Of
you want to
course.
elaborate? Because I don't know what you're
It's the
saying.
second time in 2 weeks when hundreds of people have fat shamed me because they have a problem with me, and it just continues to happen.
I,
You know,
I did not see hundreds of people fat shaming you at all, Samantha. So that is a damn lie. There
There was
were like two or three people made disrespectful comments.
there
We
was
cannot control that.
there was more than that.
I can't.
Bambi, I'm gonna mod you.
And I apologize for that. That shouldn't happen. But you don't get to flip that around and then try and say that you're being rude to other people when I didn't do that to you.
Right. I mean,
Listen, at the end of the day, if you guys think I'm rude, then I genuinely am sorry that you think I am rude. I will tell you 100% that I do not intend to be rude to people. That is not my intention. If you see me in a live, if you see me interact with my people, you will see me being heartfelt. You will see me being genuine. You will see me raising women up in our groups. You will see me discussing mental health.
so if you wanted to do that and you knew that I messed up, which I did, and I've admitted that, why would you not reach out to me and talk to me privately and say, "Look, you really effed up, like give me advice and try to make me feel better," because you knew that everyone, or not everyone, I'm not going to do that because
Why
that's
didn't
not
you do that to me tonight, Queen? You could have done the same fucking thing.
because you seem to. I was trying to be nice to you the last time we had a private
Oh my
conversation, and you still
God.
want to make me out to be some crazy person because I slipped up and made a mistake in something that you weren't even involved in.
Queen,
So
I
why would I
wasn't
feel
even harping
comfortable
on the fact
when
that
I opened up to you and I was honest and sweet to you in the DMs, and then you still wanted to bring up the fact that you basically didn't believe anything I said in the private conversation and that I body shamed you. So how
so
am I supposed to feel comfortable approaching you when you basically did that to me?
let's squash this once and for all.
Okay, that sounds good.
You and I had a conversation. Did I 100% feel like the beef between what happened and what you participate? And first of all, you sat there after I got out of the box the first time and told people that I said that you fat shamed me and bullied me. That's not what I said in the messages, and I have the messages. I said that
Think
you
what you said,
knowingly
you don't do that to me.
participated and
I
what they
felt
were
it was
doing to
petty
me.
the other night. I didn't say that it was
You let it off. You pushed it. Do you want to know what upset me? You pushed it off. You were like, "Oh, girl, I wasn't even paying attention. I was with my sister, and I
which
was
is
doing this, and I was
true.
doing
That's
this."
your perspectives. That's the problem, Samantha, is that you are continuing to use your insecurities and not want to believe
It's
anything.
not
What do you want me to
insecurity.
do? Apologize for something that I didn't
Interpretation
do?
of what happened. I'm not asking you to apologize for something you didn't do.
Okay,
I
then.
was
So how do you
explaining.
want? Why are you trying to tell me how I need to sound in the DMs when someone approaches me? I was being kind. I was being myself. I'm a bubbly person, and I wanted you to feel safe in that conversation and let you know that I'm a good person. So I'm sorry that you expected me to respond in a different way, but I'm not Samantha. I am me. And I'm sorry that you are taking it as maybe I'm fake or I didn't mean what I said, but 1,000,000% I was being genuine me. And I'm sorry that other people have damaged you because they, your confidence and your securities about yourself has rubbed off on you. I can relate to that in different ways, but
I,
I was not being
I
fake.
think
I
I
was
think it's
myself.
sad. What's really sad to me is the fact that you use it as an insecurity. Why can't a
It's
strong
not an
Can I
insecurity.
finish
I've
talking,
been
please? I
there.
listened to
I've
you,
been in
Queen.
your shoes.
How can I
So
have a
I'm
conversation when you
speaking
won't let me
from
speak?
one big girl to another, my perspective of what I'm seeing. Okay, just like you have a perspective of what you saw in that live that day. I'm trying to be upfront with you in front of your face right now and just say, hey, look, from one big girl to another, even though physically I'm not a big girl, still here, I'm fighting it. From one big girl to another, I can see where maybe you might misinterpret certain things about people, especially online, especially with those who have put you down for your weight. Again, which I had even no clue you were struggling with until you came to me. So I'm not trying to do anything but relate to you in that way. And I'm trying to be understanding without being super duper
But why
angry.
but why am I insecure about my stuff, but you're not insecure about the fact that people had an opinion about something that you did on this app? And you went
I'm not
on and on and on
insecure.
and on and on about it.
I'm not insecure about that. What pisses me off is that you brought up old shit that I thought we already squashed. Because I feel like you're trying to stay relevant about me for some reason, and I don't understand. I would not have been mad at you at all if the whole subject matter for the 5 or 10 minutes was just about what I fucked up on with the Lisa situation. But instead, you hashed up old shit that I thought we already squashed.
But
So that's
Queen,
what upsets me because, again, I thought we squashed it just like you
okay,
did.
but as a person, if somebody brings it up and she says,
Tell
you
them
know
it's
what,
none of
Samantha,
their
I was
business if
a
it's
follower,
squashed.
I was a
I feel
follower
like
of
they want you to
Queen's,
feed off of
and
it. That's
after I
the
saw what she
problem.
did, I no longer follow her. I am allowed to respond, Queen. You are not my
Okay,
mom. I
then
can
don't sit
respond
on my
to
live
my
and say,
viewers.
you brought it up,
Hey,
Queen. You
hey, y'all.
rehashed it. I did
Queen,
not. You
Queen,
did.
hold up. Hey, hold on. I know this is your live, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but y'all, hold on. Everybody take a deep breath. Like we can have differences. We can have differences and still speak.
I don't think she's a terrible person. I don't. Truth tellers is a terrible person. I express an opinion. Yes, absolutely. But I don't feel like I should be silenced when other people are not silenced for giving their opinions. It's not fair. I never shamed you, Queen. I never said you're terrible at this. I said today on a Reddit post, I commented and said she has a lot of qualities that I like.
Well, again, I'm not
And
on Reddit.
you did. And when I saw your story today, that somebody had shared to me, that's great. I'm glad you did that. I never told you to do that. You did that on your own, and that's fantastic. And I will always take accountability for what I do as well. But I never meant to be. No, I'm not turning my camera on. Why would I turn my camera on when I've already been like grossly fat shamed? That's not ever happening.
Guys, please mute.
Muted left and
See,
right.
I
Big
know.
Bad Sam,
Just
like
mute.
this is so like maybe there are some insecurities, but it's not in regards to jealousy or anything like that. I promise you that I want to see the end goal of this. I've lost accounts. I've built them back up. I've, gone from the very bottom to where I am now, which is nowhere near the top, and I don't want to be the top. I look up to people like Frauds and Scammy and Penny Fairy and all of those people and Thinning Out Nonsense and Candy Cane and Auburn. I look up to those people. Those are the people that inspired me to do what I'm doing. And I love doing what I
Your
do.
account inspired me, but you don't want to hear that. Like, you don't believe me. I'm
It,
being honest. Like, I was liking your content. I liked how you did it. And I've never had a problem with you.
and
Even
I
when I
appreciate
felt
that.
like I was cornered in your live the first time you and I ever spoke, I still never went off and was like, oh, she was, I didn't go live and say, oh my God, I felt so attacked and she was such a, a bitch, because I was like, you know what? It is what it is. We gonna move past it. And I really did. I literally followed all, your accounts prior to all of this starting to happen between you and I.
Queen, let me share something with you. I know that you haven't, like, and I'm not going to act like I've been around a whole lot too. I haven't even been doing this a year. But let me tell you that I've been attacked by so many people. It's unreal. There are times that I wanted to quit.
Is that why you attack people?
It's not worth it sometimes, honestly. But I want to keep doing it for the people that comment on my videos and say that they appreciate what I'm doing. And I want to do it for the people that say, thank you, you saved me from helping this person. Truth tellers, I've been doing my absolute best to not have confrontation with people. I thought when we were having a discussion in my live where opinions were expressed, and again, I was not the only person in the freaking live that was expressing their opinion. But why am I taking the heat for all of it? Because
No, I didn't only say that it was you.
because it was my live?
It was particularly you and just one other person that
Particularly me, though. It
I
wasn't.
one other person. You didn't let me finish what I was saying. Are you gonna let me finish?
I am silent, so yes.
It was in particular, it was you and one other person that, and it doesn't even necessarily have to do with squashing. I kind of just like let it go, and I'm the type that's gonna naturally apologize and smooth shit over. At the end of the day, this is anti-scam. Anti-scam on TikTok. I am 40 years old with 2 kids. I take care of my 90-year-old grandmother. I am not finna sit up here and argue with grown ass people all day. But I will say this, when you say that if we come into your lives, you'll see you uplifting and supporting other women in your group, but you don't do that to any of the other women in anti-scam.
That's not true.
I have seen y'all bring people in there damn near every weekend that are in anti-scam and drag the hell out of them.
That's
And y'all,
not,
y'all,
that's not
y'all make everything about anti-scam and then flip it around and say, well, why are you so obsessed? Well, why do you only post on one person? I don't even consider myself anti-scam. I only started posting on Sheree specifically because, again, speaking about me because she saw that I was friends with Janae.
So here's the thing. I've never made the comment about people that focus on one person. That is other people that have made that comment. I would love to see receipts of where I've said that comment
Did not
because
say
at the
that
end
you
of the
did
day,
that.
I'm not telling other people what to do on their platform. Am I expressing my opinions? Absolutely. Just like everybody else does. And if you
You
guys
don't,
want me to
y'all
stop
do.
expressing, if you want me to stop expressing my opinion, then I guess I'll stop expressing my opinion. But I don't think it's fair. And if I have to stop expressing my opinions, then everybody else should
My
too,
opinion
right?
on how you're
No,
doing.
we don't do what y'all do. This is
Listen,
the first time I've ever been on where
listen.
someone is speaking about you like this. We don't do what y'all do and call other anti-scam people out all the time. I don't do that. You will never, ever catch me going live and doing that. Never.
This is wild. Whoever's creating these like fake accounts just to take jabs at somebody that obviously
In
does not
from
dealing
Shark's
with.
Live that was doing it last time.
True.
But
Wait, I didn't.
anyways,
Wait, huh?
Samantha, the thing is like if I'm not holding panel lives about how you're doing things, or if you make a mess up, or I feel like you treated X, Y, and Z person in your panel like shit, like can't you give me the same respect and not judge me and what I'm doing on my platform? Because I've never done that about you, and I could have, but I don't because it's not right. Like you should be able
You
to.
Night, Queen. All night you were sitting there saying that I'm this kind of person and I do this and I'm insecure and I'm doing this with views and
I'm
everything.
tired of being afraid of you and your group.
You have no
So I
reason
have
to be
to
afraid.
stand up.
You have no reason to be
No,
afraid of me. An opinion is an opinion. It doesn't mean I'm right.
I'm not
It
afraid of
doesn't
your
mean I'm
opinion.
right.
I'm afraid of some of the horror stories that I've heard about the group that you run with. And what I've heard is that a lot of people's lives have been destroyed, including one that you guys used to associate with is terrorizing someone and you know who they are. And it's scary to me. It's scary that
Queen,
that person has gone that far, and I'm like, I don't know, they associated with him and or possibly still supporting that person. So I can only imagine what would happen if I spoke up and stood up for myself for once and said, hey, this is kind of bullshit, why are y'all
I
keep talking?
I have my supporters in this chat. So guys, if you could please let her know that those are not the kind of people that I associate with, and I will always speak out against stuff like that. Absolutely.
Can you turn that down? Thank you. Community, is that one of your people? I don't want to say the whole name, but like nope, none of
I
us
don't
speak to
say
them anymore.
that at all.
We don't dox at
I
all.
don't know. I'm going to bed. I hope you all have a blessed night. Like, I don't know. I just find it so weird that we keep ending up here in the same position with different people. It just doesn't make any sense.
Others, I completely understand. I'm
Doesn't
not
make
allowed to
sense.
express opinion, so I will just work on my content and I will stop expressing my opinions about what other people are doing, even if it's right or wrong. Even though that's not the kind of person I am or
Fair to
have
say,
ever been.
Sam.
I'm still
Sam,
talking. I'm still talking,
But I'm saying
please.
it's
specifically
not
me.
fair.
I proved to you that I can own up to my shit. And so I would like for you guys to respectfully back down a little bit and give me an
Queen,
opportunity to
Queen,
fix the problem.
I literally just saw your story an hour ago. 1 friggin' hour. You had me blocked. 1 hour
You
ago.
guys wouldn't even give me 24 to 48 hours to like figure out how to handle it. Like you guys went
We were
straight to just
coming at you. Trust and believe we were not coming at you. It was an opinion that was expressed. That's all. We didn't say you're a horrible person. You should give up. You should do this. You should do that. Did I defend myself in Reddit comments? 100%. 100%. But that's not what that was about. I feel like you're taking it to a place that, just like you're saying, you were not participating in fat shaming me in Sharks Live. I'm assuring you that that's not what this was about. We talked about it and we moved on. We were on for another hour after that. It's my cat.
can you finish now? You've already started it, so I want to hear this comment so we can just get it out the way and be on my way. So go ahead and play it so we can go ahead and address that comment.
Yeah, you're right. It is jealousy.
Just play the.
I'm not jealous of anybody on this platform, truth tellers, but nice try.
Well, you sure do act it.
Well, I'm sorry that you feel like I acted, but I have absolutely nothing to be jealous of.
You don't have to tell me I'm sorry that you feel. I don't need you to feel sorry for me for my feelings. See, that's the shit that I'm talking about. You were so condescending and disrespectful to other women all the time. So maybe it is because of your insecurities. Maybe you are jealous.
I'm not jealous at all. I can assure you I'm not
Well,
jealous.
then maybe you should learn how to speak to people because I have not spoken to you at all like this. But now you're pissing me off because I'm sorry that you feel that way. And you keep calling people saying, "Oh, Queen, listen to me. Queen this." You don't have to be condescending when you speak to people. Be a fucking grown adult and just have a conversation.
It wasn't condescending when you fucking messaged me swear words. That wasn't condescending, though, right? That's okay.
No,
though.
why did I have to send you the message in the first place? Because you were having a live about me, talking shit about me, and one of your own people messaged me to say, "Hey, they're talking shit about you." Yes, it's about you. I would think that if someone was talking shit about me, you would tell me. I want you to know. Your own person messaged me.
Okay, just listen.
That's why I sent you a message.
And I just want to know why this was said the way it was said, I guess.
But we Queen and I have had our history because I called out some stuff that was really alarming in the beginning, and I'm just saying that actions are somewhat proving that the concerns that I had are very valid. There was one reason that conversation was recorded and played out to everybody, and we all know that reason. I don't know how you can sit here and call when you fat shame people and you're a grown woman. So think about who's childish.
Who are we talking
And like,
about?
I get it. Like, Lisa is something else. Like, the things that
Oh, I thought we had a statement on there, but I don't want to go through that whole life right now. She said she'll post it, and then I'll compare the screen recording to what she posts, and then I'm not even gonna bring it up anymore. I'll listen to it and squash it and call it a day. I'm not saying, Samantha, that you're not allowed to have an opinion, but I've done the best that I can to be respectful of you. I'm sorry that you don't believe me and you don't think I'm genuine when I tried to respond to you privately. It is what it is at that point. But I do miss your content. I really wish you would just go back to doing some of that, because like this whole arguing amongst each other in the same community, trying to do the same thing together makes no sense. It's exhausting. People are paranoid because I'm not saying you, but there are some extremists on this app trying to harm people by finding their personal information, getting their children taken away for no reason, getting their jobs involved. And I don't think it's necessary. I think that we should be banding together, especially since a large part of the community are women, and we should be uplifting each other. And if you don't want to associate with me, that's fine. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to hold any panel lives about you. None of that, because A, I don't have time. B, no, because it's just not, there's no point in doing that behind your back. But I appreciate you, at least coming up and talking to me instead of sitting in the comments, because sometimes comments can be misinterpreted when I'm reading them. That's that.
There's always that's one thing I've had to learn to accept, and especially recently I've come to grips with that, is that not everybody is going to understand where I'm trying to come from, or maybe even understand the point that I'm trying to make, and that's fine. Again, at the end of the day, we can agree to disagree. I saw what you posted on your story an hour ago. I thought, good for her. I'm glad that she was able to resolve it and put an end to it. And I stopped the comments on the Reddit post. So as much as you think I want to keep talking about it, I don't. I express an opinion and then I move on. Do I do it loud? Do people say, "Oh my God, Samantha's expressing an opinion"? Sure, I don't care. I mean, again, if I'm not allowed to express an opinion, then I think it's only right that nobody else is allowed to express their opinions either. But at the end of the day, I think opinions can be expressed and it can be respectful.
Kettle Girl, you're saying my opinion, Queen. I think you're doing these lives to get the heat off of you for recording that phone call. Again, I've already discussed it with Lisa. I already know I messed up. I did not disclose the 40-minute conversation her and I had. It was a 60-second clip. I apologize. I said I messed up. And whatever she wanted to do in response to it, she can. And her and I ended it politely, and she said she appreciated my apology and that she still loved me, and we left it at that. I have not contacted her since then, but I do have that as well to back up that part. But yes, I know I messed up. I was only half educated in the phone conversation ordeal, and I realized I messed up. I cried about it last night. I cried about it the day prior to, because it was so overwhelming that I felt like I had messed up too. And it took a couple of people in this community to call off of the app to calm me down. And so I did not mean any ill intentions. I was just trying to help Lisa. I did not know she had admitted it already to everybody on a live. So it was a mistake. And it is what it is. And if you hate me for it, so be it. I'm sorry.
I don't hate you for it. And I appreciate your apology. And that was a very well worded apology and explanation. And you do not have to continue apologizing for anything.
Absolutely. And I surely never said you had to either. I respect what you did today, 100%. Again, I just saw it an hour ago. I didn't even get time to process it before I was swamped with messages saying this woman's screaming about you. That's all, Queen. I had no
We
want
literally,
or desire to continue discussing it. It's over. It's done with. You came to terms and said that maybe you shouldn't have done it, maybe you should have done it. Nobody knows the right answer to that. I'm just saying personally, I'm not sure that I would have done it, and that's the end of it.
Wow. I just hope that we can all just like enjoy the app the best we can. I know it's depressing as it is with what we have to, you know, see every day on here, and
Like
um
it's anti-scam. It doesn't ever have to be this serious. It's just let grown adults be grown adults, and unless someone does something terrible that puts someone's life in jeopardy or their lives are in jeopardy, then stay out of it. Stay out of it. They don't need you to come correct them.
I don't.
That's so unnecessary. This is the result of that. It creates so much unnecessary drama. I did not even behave this way when I was in high school. I don't even associate with people, especially women, that gossip and behave this way in real life. So it's just it's crazy. It is. I know everyone's going to get off of this live that's been in here and had a part in this conversation. It's draining, and it is so unnecessary. We're all so much better than this. I don't care who you are or what your opinion is of anyone else or what you come from. I don't care what you look like. I don't care how much money you have or how much money you don't have. No, all of that's irrelevant. This is so unnecessary.
Sinful, I get what you're saying. Again, I don't know how many times I can explain this in a way that people will understand me. It is not about being judge or jury. When people have a conversation about things that happen on this app, I am allowed to express an opinion. And Queen is allowed to express her opinions as well. I did not ever say in that live, I'm right, I do everything the right way, everybody needs to listen to me. That's not what was said at all. It was a healthy discussion that was not hateful, and it was talked about for a couple of minutes, and then it was moved on. Throwing shade, fine. You know, you want me to take accountability? I threw some shade. There you go. I apologize. I did throw some shade,
And
but
and that then that
I
and
was
that's the
not.
part of
I'm not
it's not
talking.
expressing an
I'm not.
opinion, it's throwing the shade whenever you do it. That's the problem with it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
thank you. Well,
Me personally, I don't care about the anti-scam thing. I want to go through the site. Yo, ass up.
okay, okay. Well, like I said, I respect you for coming up and talking with me, even if we continue to agree to disagree on things. Um, I don't think you're intentionally trying to be some crazy psycho lady, okay? Again, we all have our different styles of presenting information or having opinions, and maybe I feel like you're just a little bit more
Can
rougher
you
than I.
please get rid of Jazz? Like that's not fair. That I have to see comments like that.
I'm missing. I'm not even reading them. I don't know.
Mods,
I
are
don't
you
see
still
them.
Well, obviously,
Bambi?
truth tellers are reading them because this is the same group of people that has attacked me for over a year, almost a year.
Queen
A year.
people? Queen's people?
Not Queen's people, Sharks people.
Oh,
Okay,
I don't even know his people, so
right. Just understand, like I only have like a few mods that I trust, so they're trying their best with this traffic. Um, but anyways, Sam, just get out of the box, babe. That's what Virgo said.
Mhm.
Um, but anyways, I guess we're gonna shut it down for the night. I'd like to hang out with our boyfriend before I go to bed, and I appreciate you guys all coming up and speaking either on my behalf or against me or whatever. You know, the yelling got a little passionate just because it is like for all of us in the anti-scam community, and the bickering, it can be quite overwhelming and mentally exhausting. And so I just think, you know, I just had enough and I was just ready to just talk about it. Let's get it over with. Let's squash it so we can just move on. But please, Bush babies, Anybody who may not be on Samantha's side, just be respectful if you go into her live and panel.
I've already gotten messages, but whatever. At the end of the day, it is what it is. If people don't want to try to understand me or see where I'm coming from or anything, that's fine. That's I'm not forcing anybody to do that whatsoever.
Respectfully,
Wait,
that if any
nobody
of
said anything about not trying to understand you. That's why we're in here having a conversation. So when you say things like that, that sounds condescending. I'm sorry if nobody's trying to understand me. Like,
I'm
that's why we're
just
having a conversation.
asking my supporters who may not agree with Samantha, if y'all go into her lives, like, let's do what we do best and be respectful, even if you don't agree with what she says. Do not, do not cause a bunch of ruckus. Let's focus on keeping the ruckus in the scammers' lives. Please. That's all I ask. I can't control y'all, but that's what I'm asking. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna end the live for the night. But I do appreciate you guys coming up and talking with me. Okay.
Have a blessed night, my baby.
Good night.
Good night.